something really, really exciting planned today, but in order to do that, I'm first of all actually going to have to go outside and collect some snowballs. So as you can see, I'm wrapped up really, really well because it's a little bit cold outside. I've got a container and I'm going to go and get some snowballs ready for our science lesson. See you in a minute. My snowballs from outside, and now I'm just going to do a little bit of an experiment with them. So I wanted to see which material would be the best insulator. So insulators are materials that help to either keep things warm or to stop things from getting hot, so keep them cool. So I thought I'd see which is the best material to use to stop my snowballs from melting. So I have got myself a range of materials and also just a plain glass as well, because I wanted to do a control. If it's just left as a snowball, what happens to it? I want to see if tin foil might help it. I've used, this one's a bit of cotton. I've got some bubble wrap in this one from one of my many deliveries, and I thought, oh gosh, what else can I use? So I've just got a bit of kitchen roll in that one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to place the snowballs into there and I'm just going to wait, and we're just going to see what happens. Okay, so let's have a look. The first one. Ooh. Hoping it fits. So I've got my snowball in there. The next one in here. Just need to put my lid on. You can see I'm fitting them in. 1, 2. Let's have a look at this next one. This is just a bit of material. It's actually just an old vest of my little girls that I normally use for cleaning. So just put it in there like that. Bit of bubble wrap. Put some bubble wrap on top. Final one, bit of kitchen roll, put kitchen roll on top. I've actually got a spare on there. So a bit of kitchen roll on top. So insulators keep things warm or they stop things from warming up. So I want to see which one of those works the best at stopping something from warming up, so melting in the case of my snow. So let's see what happens in a few minutes, shall we? Well, I've waited quite a while actually for this, so it's actually been an hour and a half. So I've been recording it and looking. I did 5 minutes. I didn't notice much change. I had a look at them all. I waited a little bit longer, so 15 minutes. Again, I was looking, I didn't see much change. What I did notice at 15 minutes was condensation on the outside. So because that glass is incredibly cold and there's water in the air, the water that's in the air condensed on the outside. And I didn't notice that on any of the others. And then I waited again, and I waited for a full hour. After a full hour, I was noticing more changes at that point. So after an hour, I noticed that the one that was the control, so the one that had nothing wrapped around it, it had melted or appeared to look like it was melted. But the actual snowball had just changed colour, so it looked kind of just not white anymore, more like a transparent colour. And I looked in the others and I just peered in, and what did I notice? Well, actually, most of them looked unchanged. What I did notice was the one where it was the kitchen roll, and notice it felt wet, whereas others inside didn't feel as wet. Ooh, gosh, this one's changed quite quickly now. And it didn't look like that before. So now we're at an hour and a half. So after an hour and a half, you can see that actually I've got water in the bottom of this one, but then look at that. So it's really, really melted. So that was an hour and a half, that's our control. Looking inside the others then, let's have a look. So this is my daughter's vet, so let's have a look what it looks like. Ooh. Still feels nice and cold. This feels a little bit damp, but not too damp. Let's have a look at the... Oh, this one looks like it's changed shape. Oh, definitely. I can see that this one has changed size, and I can see a lot of moisture's gone into there. So it has melted. Let's have a look at my bubble wrap. Yeah, definitely a change. I can see there that this colour change, look, on one side it's white, but actually on this side it's gone like it's melting. So that colour change, which I didn't see in this one. Now this one has actually really, really changed. This is my tin foil. This has just shocked me actually. So I can see, let's take it out like this, quite a lot of melting in there. But actually when I looked about 5 minutes ago, it wasn't really like this. So I've got, again, that translucent colour, it's really melted, but I've got a lot of loose water in the bottom as well. So quite a lot of melting there. So actually, insulation-wise, well, I'd have to call it once. I'd have to make a decision on it, which one was my better one that's melted. I feel like either this one or this one might be the best at insulating, so helping to keep it cool, so helping to stop that snowball from melting. What I'd like you to do today, why don't you give it a go? You might, if it's still snowing outside, you might want to go outside and collect some snow and do it with snow. Please be careful, you don't want to be getting water everywhere, because remember, ice does melt. You might want to just leave it somewhere interesting outside, maybe make those snowballs and leave them somewhere outside and see what happens. It could be that you might want to get some ice. Get some ice out of the freezer, do exactly the same kind of thing, but with ice. You could try different materials, maybe wrap it in paper. You've got tin foil. Anything that you've got at home, you could do something similar to this and see what happens. If you've got a thermometer, you could try hot water. Measure the temperature at the start and actually see which one keeps it hottest for longest. So that'd work if you'd have some kind of thermometer at home for measuring maybe the room temperature, something like that. So give it a go. I'd love to see people taking part. People this week and last week were winning YouTube champions, so why not give it a go and see if it can be you? Send your pictures to the email address. Thank you for taking part and hopefully see you again soon. Bye.